Hi, my name is Amy Giese. I'm a Boston-based artist, and I am here to tell you a little bit about my practice and my process. So I've been doing cameraless photography for over 10 years now. I have two major bodies of work, but the piece that I've donated to this year's print auction is from the series of chemical paintings that I started around 2013. All of the work that I make is done in my darkroom that is in the basement of my house, which I am incredibly fortunate to have and has been really a godsend during quarantine this year. The chemistry that I use is the non-historical alternative process of chromoscedastic sabatier, and I use this in combination with more traditional darkroom chemistry as well. So I put down a series of resists and I selectively apply the different chemicals to the paper, and this is what creates the patterns and textures in the paintings that I make. The amazing thing about chromo is that it's actually activated by white light, so most of the time I'm working with the lights on in the darkroom. So I actually wanted to share the different stages that a piece can go through while I'm working on it, because it can be radically different from one stage to the next. So in this piece, here's what it looked like while I was actually working on it. That deep purple color was really fascinating. But then as soon as it went into the fix, that purple disappeared. And here you can see the paper as it's starting to dry down and the colors are shifting again. Once everything is dry, the individual pieces are laid out in my studio space, and then a little bit like a jigsaw puzzle, I have to move things around and try and figure out the right composition. And then finally, you can see here the final composition as I've scanned it into the computer so that I can digitize everything, and also what it looks like framed and then hung in a space. So I wanted to end just by showing a few other pieces from this specific series, The Migration of Silver. I feel like I've been really lucky to have a lot of friends and colleagues who have donated bits and pieces and remnants of boxes of paper to me as they've cleaned out darkrooms or just come across old paper that's expired or fogged. Thankfully, all of this works with my chromo process. So depending on the mix of the chemistry that day, what developer I use, the type of paper I grab, the humidity and temperature, all of those things influence and affect the color that shows up in each piece. So the color is actually not a toner, it's actually coming from the chromo process itself, where it's altering the shape and size of the grains of silver embedded in this traditional black and white darkroom paper, and it all of a sudden refracts colored light instead of white light. So I'm really interested in how this manipulation of the materials of photography can kind of upend our expectations for what a photograph could be. Thanks so much for listening.